Storm and his sister Sue have taken up residence in Glenville, New York. Sue has publicly revealed her identity, but nobody is aware that Johnny is the Human Torch or a member of the Fantastic Four. The town has recently begun construction of a new amusement park which has been the target of sabotage by somebody who has also been sending threatening letters to the local newspaper, calling himself the Destroyer. Johnny, as the Human Torch, decides to get to the bottom of things and find out why this is happening. He foils a number of acts of sabotage and saves people from getting hurt. His efforts netted him a challenge being issued by the Destroyer through the newspaper. When the Thing arrives to give the Torch some help, thinking that Johnny is in over his head, the Torch refuses. Going to the meeting place, a cabin in the woods, the Torch has his flame doused with a spray of liquid foam and is easily duped by the Destroyer, who manages to escape. Johnny later decides to see why the Destroyer is targeting the amusement park. Upon closer inspection, he finds that there is a Soviet submarine off the coast. With the help of the U.S. military, he captures the spies, and the Torch learns the hideout of the Destroyer. The Torch easily defeats the Destroyer this time and reveals him to be Charles Stanton, editor of the newspaper company which published the Destroyer's letters. He was working for a newspaper to learn what he could about the goings-on in America to report back to his superiors, and he targeted the amusement park because its construction near the waterway would have made the Soviet sub visible to others. The Wizard, a famous inventor and escape, is finding his popularity is waning. With the Human Torch's adventures making headlines, the Wizard blames the Torch for his loss in popularity and so plans to ruin the Torch's reputation. Planning a stunt which involves drilling deep into the earth, the Wizard plans to get trapped in order to earn the Torch's trust. Being rescued by the Torch, the Wizard invites the Torch to his state-of-the-art home. Trapping the Torch in a room and dousing him with water. The Wizard dons a suit that allows him to mimic the Torch's abilities and goes on a crime spree in order to ruin the Torch's reputation. Johnny manages to escape, and when the Wizard gets home, he offers the Torch a challenge. Having taken pictures of himself putting on the suit that mimic the Torch's powers, the Wizard will fight him, one-on-one with no powers for the photos. However, the Torch refuses to play the Wizard's game. When the Wizard is about to burn the pictures, they suddenly float out of the air and into the Torch's hands. With the evidence in hand, the Torch has the Wizard arrested after proving the Wizard's guilt. After all is said and done, Johnny's sister Sue turns visible, revealing that she was the cause of the pictures flying out of his hand. When newly built houses in the area have been found to sink into their foundations, Reed Richards sends Johnny to go and investigate. What Johnny stumbles upon is somebody from the fifth dimension, who has been involved in these incidents. When Johnny learns the truth, he finds himself suddenly transported to the fifth dimension. In the fifth dimension, Johnny is taken before Zemu, a dictator who rules the dimension and plots to take over Earth, and he discovers that the area where the houses were being built is where they materialize when they travel to Earth's dimension. Put in a wet prison to prevent his flame powers, Johnny is freed by Valeria, who is the daughter of Phineas, who used to be the ruler before Zemu overthrew his rule. With the help of the Human Torch, the people of the fifth dimension are able to overthrow Zemu and retake their realm. After Johnny returns home, he has trouble focusing on his study because his thoughts keep on turning to Valeria.